she say she want hood nigga. I keep the perk by the pound. The trunk stay bumped and y'all know we run the town. Hood nigga. And I keep a bad bitch around. Thick bitch, long hair, yellow, white, red, brown. Hood nigga. And my Chevy sitting on 24s. Flats look like flapjack. Pancake, you ain't no hood nigga. I'ma play the game how it go. They can take me out the hood, but I'ma keep it hood, folks. I'm on that good and alcohol. I got some down bitches I can call. What's that? I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'ma fall till the day I fall. Yeah, as long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate as long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate as long as these bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate as long as these bitches love me. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this super fly, dirt coast muddy water. Shorty, pop that pussy if you wanna. Let me tell you about this old school pouring lean, candy yams and collard greens, pocket full of stones, riding clean.
Well, I'm just one parlay away from a new house, new car. I'm just one parlay away. Trust I'ma take us far. I'm just one parlay away. One parlay away. One parlay away. Oh, I took the Chiefs on over, took my homes on yards. Everything is going good so far. Lakers beating the Knicks. Spread is only 6. 2 minutes left in the game, baby. I'm about to hit. Ow!
I need out, yeah, I need out. Blood pressure higher than a body count. Tomorrow she has to go. She's a mama. I think I married a hoe. Married a hoe. I said, mama, I think I married a hoe. I made a mistake, mama. No, oh no. I want you. A man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. All these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal. When a rich brother wants you and
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.
Man, welcome back. Welcome back. Did they flip my shit? That's the right side. It just don't look right. Background looks reversed. Man, welcome back. Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Let's Talk for Jay versus Jordan. Man, let me go ahead and get this Otis going real quick. Like, yeah, we back up in here, y'all. It is cop night tonight. Cop night, and we in this thing, man. I think this should reverse my camera, man. Let's see if I can do something with that. Mirror my camera. Yeah, I think that's what I'm used to. Yeah, we're going with that. Yeah, that's how my shit normally be looking. I'm like, what the fuck? Got me all thrown off. Man, y'all, welcome back, man. On your way in, as usual, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share the videos, turn the notifications on, all that in the bag of chips, man. We trying to grow around here. We can only do it with y'all help. So help your boy out. Tonight is cop night, y'all. Tonight is cop night, and y'all know we got to talk about some of these crazy-ass situations that be happening in America that people just be turning a blind eye to like it don't happen, but it's still happening today. And every time it does happen, you just want to say that's one individual officer, but it keep happening every month. So I'm like, I don't know how this shit work. But, you know, cop night. Yeah, cop night, y'all. We're going to have fun with it. First video, shout out to Lackluster. Shout out to the Lackluster channel. I want y'all to just see a bold-faced liar, bro. I'm like, you just gonna lie in this person's face, try to get this person hemmed up. And it's like, for what? Is your pride, your ego, the hate in your heart so strong that you are willing to ruin somebody else's life to cover your own ass? And that's pretty much what's about to happen right here, y'all. So if y'all ready, I'm ready, man. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. You know, get your weed, cigarettes, whatever you need. We about to get it popping, man. Let's go and rock out.
You watched that video just now? I was there, sir. You were there. I asked you to watch the video. Your memory is more reliable than the video Josh just watched. In my opinion. I just want to be sure. Do you realize you're under oath right now? One, yes, I realize I'm under oath. Two, I do not lie about nothing.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel.
Nothing.
The other day I published a video update from an unlawful traffic stop that ended with a lawsuit and eventual settlement. After posting that video, Bob Wolverton reached out to me and shared video footage of disgraced Officer Dickerson's blatantly false testimony during the criminal trial. Bob is an expert witness and helps attorneys expose police misconduct in civil rights cases. Ms. Stevens was represented by attorney Matthew Lawrence. He is licensed in Mississippi and California if you are looking for representation. This is not a paid promotion. I have no ties to either of them. The video begins with the direct examination of Officer Dickerson by the prosecutor.
I was on a previous traffic stop with Officer Myers and Officer Craven involving a subject that had been placed in custody of the car. Myself, Officer Myers, and Officer Craven standing talking in general about the thing, waiting for the record to come to the vehicle, and noticed that the patrol car was shaking back and forth. One of us out there said, "What's going on?" And looked in the back of the car, and the subject in the back of the car was laid across the back seat towards the driver's side, yelling at a vehicle in the street. Asked the person in the vehicle, to go down the road, that they were interfering with the traffic stop. And they told me that they were on a public road, and they didn't have to go down the street. I told them to go down the road, or I would take you into custody. And they said, "Fuck you, I can do what I want, I'm on the public road, it's my brother."
Hey, go down the road. Yeah, hey, call my daddy. Hey, you want to be in jail too? That's fine.
They went down the road. I made a traffic stop on them, and that's where I came in contact with the Stevens.
And when he came into contact with Stevens, how did you end up identifying her?
I asked her for her ID. Initially, she would not give it to me.
Let's see license, please.
I'm clean.
Let me ask you a question. You ready for me to ask you?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. You ever heard of interfering with a traffic stop?
That's not interfering. That's my brother. I ain't saying nothing. I'm
Step
just
out the car.
looking.
Step out the car.
I will. Omar, call my mama and my lawyer, please.
Give me your license, please.
It don't matter.
What?
They
And did you explain the purpose of your stop, or what, just explain to us what.
I told Ms.
interaction
Stevens,
happened at that point.
the reason I was speaking with her is because she was interfering with the traffic stop up the road there, and that she would not be involved with that traffic stop. We're making safety concerns.
Okay. And did you have any further conversation, or did you just place her under arrest at that point, or?
I asked her to step out of the vehicle. She would not step out of the vehicle.
That's my
Stop it.
that's my brother. I ain't saying nothing. I'm
Step
just
out the car.
looking.
Step out the car.
I will. Omar, call my mom and my lawyer, please.
She locked her doors on me.
Let's see your license, please.
When I finally got her out of the vehicle, I went to place her into custody, and she pulled away from me, told me I will not take her into custody.
Stopping and yelling at people on a traffic light. Just hush
You
your
told me to go
Hush your
ahead
lips.
and go. I wasn't talking to him. You told me to go ahead and go. I wasn't talking to him. I was just, if that
You
was
want
your
to stop and listen, or do you want to go to jail right now? I will take you to jail right now. You stopping and putting your head over there and stopping and he can yell at you is interfering with a traffic stop. Interfering with an investigation on a traffic stop, regardless of what you want to believe or not. Period.
Did I say something?
I'm tired of you. Hold
I didn't say nothing.
Hold up.
Come on.
Yeah, even I heard it yourself. You
What did I
can't tell
say?
me to stop and tell me to go.
I was talking to him. He said I was interfering with him.
Confidential line on this
Okay.
car. Yeah, you're fine. That's right.
It don't matter.
It matters. When you
It looks like, yeah, man. Look, it looked like she locked the doors on him when he pulled up on her. It looks like she cussed at him earlier. It looks like she wouldn't get out the vehicle. It looked like she didn't want to give him his ID. It looked like she pulled away from him. It looked like everything the officer said happened, man. That's what I'm seeing right now. It looked like everything he said happened.
interfere with somebody on a traffic stop,
I'm talking to you. You told me to be
I don't know
quiet.
what. I don't know what.
It don't
I don't
come
know
on.
what. Sit down.
And I finally gained custody of her and put her in handcuffs.
Okay, and that's the basis of the resisting arrest charge.
That's correct.
And as far as the failure to comply or whatever, what was the issue when she was at the traffic stop? That's what this.
She was yelling back and forth with her brother. I actually opened the back door of the patrol car to ask him why he was laying over there. Before I realized Ms. Stevens was in the street, he was trying to get out of the patrol car so he could yell at her more clearly. I had to push her back in the patrol car, and that's when I realized what was going on with Ms. Stevens and the brother went there.
Okay. And you were, again, just to be sure, you were in the process of arresting her brother.
That's correct. That's correct.
And is there anything else that you'd like to add to that? As far as the, I'm sorry, I'm trying to thought, the failure to comply, what was the?
When I told her to go down the road and she did not do so, she told me that she had the right to be there because it's a public street. I had to tell her again before she left reluctantly. That's what the failure to comply was in charge here.
I'm playing down, man. Hey, hold down the road. Yeah, you're interfering.
Hey, call my daddy.
Hey, you want to be in jail too? Ah.
That's fine.
What exactly?
Y'all seeing it? I hope y'all seeing it right now in real time. That car never stopped. That car kept going in the direction it was going. But she failed to comply with going down the road, even though she never stopped. And she was continually going down the road. But and you hear the other cops laughing. Uh-oh, have fun. What?
Resisting arrest.
She would at first get out of the vehicle. When I got her out of the vehicle, she pulled her arm away from me when I tried to protect herself.
After watching the video, Attorney Lawrence will cross-examine Officer Dickerson. Take note of the officer's change in tone.
Anything else? Officer Dickerson, you saw the video, you testified in the video. Is there anything that you want to add or clarify about the video? Or
That's what I mean. What happened is what I said. What happened?
I don't have anything else from Dickerson.
Officer Dixon, my name is Matt Lawrence, I'm attorney for Ms. Stevens. So, where you were testifying, you said that she resisted arrest. Did you watch that video just now?
I was there, sir.
You were there. I asked you to watch the video.
No, sir. I did not watch the video. I was there. I know what happened. It's all on drive.
Your memory is more reliable than the video you just watched,
In my opinion.
in your opinion. You said that Ms. Stevens refused repeatedly to get out of the vehicle. Is that true?
When the video asked Ms. Stevens to get out of the car, she said, I will. She didn't get out of the car. I asked her to get out.
How long did it take her after she said, I will, to get out of the
I
car?
looked at my watch. I don't know.
Was it like a minute or more?
Maybe 2 minutes. I don't know. I didn't look at my watch there.
Okay.
I was focusing on her because I didn't know if she had anything in the car. I didn't know her intent or anything else. And I was focusing on her.
When you came up to the car initially, was the door open or closed?
Close.
Her door, was it closed?
Close.
Okay, and you're sure that you remember that?
Yes.
100% her door was closed.
So, let's say it's very big.
Okay.
Very good call. As you can see, I asked her, can I ask you a question? What do you do instead of hearing my traffic stop? Right. The door was closed.
The door was closed at that time. You're sure?
Is there any other way you would just say the door was closed?
No other way. I just want to make sure you're sure. So I want to back up a little. And you also said that you.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
All right, let's continue.
You jerked her arm away from you and tried to put handcuffs on her.
That's correct.
And when you said that earlier, did you realize that it was on video?
I know it was on video because I started my video.
Started the video as well.
I started my video before I got out of the car. Whether it picked up the sound or not, it takes 30 seconds for it to start the video or sound after you start the video. So I started the video before I got out of the car.
Well, I'm just wondering, can you show me like how she jerked her hand away from you?
I'm not touching you, sir.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
No, not on me. Just how? Can you pretend to be Miss Stevens and show me how she jerked her hand away?
I'm going to place my hand on the cuffs on. Yeah, yes.
She did it. Yes. And you're sure about it? I just want to be sure. Do you realize you're on the road right now?
One, yes, I realize I'm going to. Two, I do not lie about nothing.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I do not lie about nothing. Get that through right now. Three. What I said happened.
If you saw something different on the video, how would you explain that? I'm going to take that as argument. I mean, that was.
I was saying that, Jason. Just that you.
Sorry, that was a good statement. So let's back up to when you initially encountered Miss Stevens. Where were you standing at the time when you first became aware of her?
I was patrol cars right here. I was standing here talking to other officers. Okay? Car started by. That's my previous testimony statement. I don't know who said what's going on, but I looked at the open door. Video shows us back.
They were screaming at each other.
Yes. Call my mother. I will. I will.
You heard that though. Did you just listen to that video?
Hang on, just listen. Listen. Have you had an opportunity?
Not yet.
Is there any discussion? They're part of the job.
Mayor wanted to drop the charge. I asked him to pass it to the file. That's the discussion.
We're not going to pass this to the prosecutor. I think it's better for the grounds to do this or charges.
I think he wants to.
Well, he just heard them.
There's times out there. Okay, you've been in my place.
This is no one is saying that you have jobs. I mean, we all know that. All I'm saying is you're testifying to a matter that happened. When did this happen?
Back in April. I believe this year. February 2nd. Anyway.
Okay. All of us, our minds. I mean, if there's an opportunity to watch video prior to court, it's 5%. That's just what I'm saying. If we want to pursue this, do it.
I would like to proceed with my question. So, getting back to the initial encounter, you were standing.
Y'all see the judge trying to save him. Because the judge watched the video. The lawyer has watched the video. He's a police officer. It's his body cam footage. He ain't watched it. He said he didn't need to watch it. He was there. And he gave his account. Well, your account is being disproven. So you up here lying. On your 11th lie right now, trying to hem this young sister up right here on some lies, and you say you don't lie about nothing. You want to make this perfectly clear. Number 2, I don't lie about nothing. And he get all he over there standing all aggressive with the lawyer. Look, this dude is here to represent her because obviously we don't believe the arrest that you made on her is lawful. Why you catching the attitude with me? And the judge trying to save his ass. He up here lying. He up here just lying. How many people do you think officers have lied on that got them effed up? Tickets, fines, jail time, prison sentences. How many times you think that's happening in America? He's sitting right up here lying and he catching an attitude that somebody's even questioning him about his lies when it's all on video, buddy. It's all on video. But let's keep going.
On the side of the patrol car. And did you have the door open of the patrol car, interacting with the suspect at the time?
No, I was talking to other officers.
You're talking to other officers. That's when you first noticed Miss Stevens.
No, I noticed Miss Stevens after I realized the cow was going across the back seat yelling out first. And I noticed Miss Stevens.
You noticed Miss Stevens on the road, and she was doing what?
Apparently listening to him yell before she prayed. And she yelled back to him, I will.
Said I will.
I asked her to leave the scene.
Can you tell me exactly what she said? Or something like
Get on down the road.
Get on down the road.
Yes, sir.
And then what did she say?
That's just how I thought.
Yeah. What did she say?
She said no.
She straight up told me, no, I'm not.
He's on a public road.
She said, I'm on a public road. You could hear that when you were saying.
Went that far.
So you could hear everything she was saying clearly.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. Earlier you said that she said, fuck you.
That's correct.
You remember her saying
I do.
that? That was, she said it loud.
Yes.
What else did she say to you between that time?
When she said fuck you, she was driving off down the road, and I was back. That's when I went down my car.
So can you explain to me this, in your mind at that moment, how had she interfered with the traffic stop?
Stopping on a traffic stop and interacting with the subject as a investigator in place to go because he's interfered with the traffic stop. It is placing not only herself, it's placing the officers and the subject has been arrested in danger. I know the intent was home.
So have you ever had anybody pull over and then their family member came up?
Yes.
It happens a lot, huh?
I tell them to leave there interfere with the traffic stop. I do not allow people to stay around in that case because of safety issues.
When Miss Stevens was saying all these things to you, like when she said, before you, she said, fuck you, and she was yelling at her brother and all this stuff. And then she said, refused to leave. Was her car moving at that time?
I did not see the car moving. I cannot say 100% it was, 100% it was.
Were you looking in her direction?
So that yes, in her direction, trying to focus on her and him too. She was trying to get out the car, which she said.
If you don't remember whether she was moving at the time.
That's true.
Did you get angry?
No. She wasn't angry. I should have moved down the road. She used to do stuff.
Do you remember your colleague ever trying to calm you down or anything at that scene of the situation?
Absolutely not.
Your colleague never said anything like, who's from to you? Do you remember that?
What's who's from?
You might want to ask him. So
no, so I asked you, you asked me, what does it mean?
I asked you if your colleague said that to you. I don't know what it means. I've seen a movie, Jack Nicholson. It's a pretty good movie. I thought that was a pretty I'm not sure exactly what it means. I don't have any further questions. Also, I don't think I have anything else. I would move to dismiss because it's totally unreliable, untruthful testimony of the officer on the scene. I was down. Disagree with the whole process. The whole process is tainted. He seems to be willing to make up whatever he needs to justify something that's unbelievable. Ms. Stevens, that just for the motion to dismiss purpose, Ms. Stevens never cussed at him. She never resisted arrest. She got out of the car when he asked her to. Her door was open when he approached her car. All these things put in video evidence. She never said anything to her brother during that entire interaction. If you watch the video, I'll just tell you what it said. Here's the entire interaction at the traffic stop. Officer opens the door and says, "Why are you laying down?" And I'm going to then characterize it and watch the video perspective.
Well, I watched it, but sometimes And if I have to, I'll go back and rewatch it. But it is commentary on evidence that I've reviewed. I'm gonna let it play.
So the officer opens the door, says, "Why are you laying down?" And then his officer looks up, sees Miss Stevens' car in the road, and says, "Hey, go on down the road. You're interfering." Go down the road. Suspect says, "Yeah," he yelled, "Call my dad." And then my client, in response to the officer, says, "I am. That's my brother. I ain't interfering." And then the officer says, "Hey, you want to be in jail too?" Question mark. And then as she's driving off, she says, "You can't tell me nothing." He gets in his car, peels out, goes. She's already pulled over because she saw him coming, and that is a drastically different reality than what the officer just testified to. And if you read his report, there's more embellishments to contradict what he testified to. So I would just ask the court to dismiss this case because there's no grounds for the arrest, no probable cause. There was no grounds for for him to even pull her over, but then there was certainly no grounds for resisting arrest. She was cooperative. She was argumentative, but that is not against the law. It's a question on police officers. She never physically resisted in any way, and for those reasons, that's great.
In the end, Miss Stevens was declared not guilty. She later filed a lawsuit and settled for an undisclosed amount. Aside from making a complete fool of himself, Officer Dickerson showed the world that he is an untrustworthy person and will lie to take your freedom, time, and money if his feelings are slightly bruised. Neither the judge or prosecutor took action for the extreme levels of perjury witnessed during Dickerson's sworn testimony. Instead of placing him on the Brady list, preventing him from lying for a conviction, he was advised by the court to review the videos on his next case. This video was also given to the Laurel police chief, but it appears that Officer Dickerson was never reprimanded by the department either. Instead, the taxpayers were once again forced to pay for the misdeeds of their public servants. Dickerson remains a lieutenant with the department, supervising over countless other officers. Rumor has it that he still claims to never lie about nothing.
I do not lie about nothing.
That amazing right there, y'all. Ain't that amazing in America? I just want people to truly think. How many people do y'all think have gone to jail over lying cops? He was willing to sit there in court in front of a judge under oath, knowing that he recorded and his fellow officers also recorded the incident, and he still sat up there and lied. Told us, y'all, he don't lie about nothing, when clearly he ain't did nothing but tell lies, all in pursuit to unjustly have a citizen that he's supposed to be protecting and serving get hemmed up with tickets and fines and possible jail time. How many cops you think are out there just like him? The city lawyer was in there with him. He over here talking about, "Nah, I object to that." You object to what actually was said during the traffic stop? How you object to what's actually evidence? That's evidence, buddy. So you in on it too. The judge sitting in there trying to help coach him, like, yeah, you got the video, and all this. Like, what? If me or you went out there and did all that nonsense, lying in court like that, y'all think they just gonna let us just go ahead and go about our business? No talking to, no nothing, just going back on the job, man. Look at your videos next time before you come into court. It's like, what? It lets you know it's a joke and they all in on it together. That lady could have got her life messed up for the next couple years. All because this cop want to get over here and lie. He got anger issues, man. He got anger issues. He don't deserve to wear the badge, and he shouldn't be on the force. But obviously, we got a lot of people in that police department that actually don't care, judges that don't care, prosecutors that don't care. They're going to let him go out there and lie again. He probably done lied on probably everybody that he done stopped. I don't trust nothing that comes out of his mouth, and couldn't nobody tell me any different. Couldn't tell me otherwise, because I just watched him do it in court. He's a danger to society. He's a danger to the citizens. He just cost them an undisclosed amount of money, all because he wants to lie. So I'm like, I don't know what people see in it. You see my boy out say how much money they gotta lose to respect its citizens in this country, or for them to take police money till they do learn. They ain't gonna never take their money. Well, yeah, and that's the sad part about it. They ain't gonna never take the money from the police department. Well, Trump took some money from the police department. You know, he cut their funding, but he didn't cut their funding because they did something wrong. He cut their funding because he needed to pay for that big tax bill. You know, that big, beautiful bill that they supposedly did. It took your health care away and shit. While your premiums about to double and shit. But nah, they ain't finna take no money from these police, man. They gonna keep letting them do what the fuck they do because they need enforcers for the citizens. And a lot of people need to really recognize that, man. These folks are not out there to protect and serve you. The Supreme Court ruled on this a long time ago that a cop does not have any obligation, no legal obligation to protect your life. They don't. They're there to protect property and government officials. That's what they're there for. Not you. But let's get on to the next one, man. Because, you know, gas pumps look like guns, from what I heard, man. From at least this next one, from what I heard, man, gas pumps look like guns. So shout out to the civil rights lawyer covering one of his, man. Gas pumps and guns, baby. Gas pumps and guns. Let's get it, man.
Road, and he's got something black in his hand, and he's moving it like it's a pistol. What do you have in your hand? Show me your hands.
This police officer is so paranoid, he sees a guy parked at a gas pump with a gas pump in his hand, and he thinks it's a gun. He gets scared. He gets out of his police car and he pulls his gun on the guy trying to pump gas. The poor gas pump guy has no idea what's going on. But when the officer realizes his mistake, that it was just some guy trying to pump some gas, does he apologize, shake hands, go on his way? No, of course he doesn't.
What are you doing?
I'm filling up gas, man.
You understand you're holding it like this, like it's a pistol, right?
No, I was showing her to put the pump on.
Okay, but that's not what it looks like to the motoring public on the roadway.
No crime had been committed, no crime had been reported. Just some guy who had just gotten off work, just trying to get some gas.
But you understand you're holding it like this and it looks like a handgun, right?
No, I'm trying to let her know to pump the gas, bro.
A number of you sent me this video. The guy who was trying to pump some gas here must have obtained this body cam footage and he posted it up on his own YouTube channel. I will link that below. This is yet another video from the state of Florida where a police officer apparently does not have anything better to do. So he's driving around just looking for trouble. And he's quite paranoid. He sees this guy at a gas pump, and in reality, this guy goes to this gas station every day after work. The gas station employee inside knows this guy. This is basically an everyday thing. So he grabs the gas pump and he sort of holds it in the air, signaling to the employee inside to turn the pump on. Seeing this police officer apparently got scared. He pulls into the gas station parking lot. He gets out of his police cruiser, and what does he do? He immediately pulls out his handgun and aims it at this guy.
What do you have in your hand? Show me your hands. Okay. Stay in the car. Okay, turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
This guy, his name is Robert. He did not have a gun in his hand. He did drop something on the ground, but don't worry because it wasn't an acorn. And as you'll see throughout the rest of this video, the officer never says anything about it. He never looks at whatever it is that Robert drops. Looking closely at it, we can see that the gas pump that Robert was using is sitting in this gas can. It looks like this is actually the nozzle from that gas can, which Robert is holding because he had to remove it to put gas in the gas can.
What are you doing?
I'm filling up gas, man.
You understand you're holding it like this, like it's a pistol, right?
No, I was showing her to put the pump on.
Okay, but that's not what it looks like to the motoring public on the roadway.
I was just showing her the thing to let her know to get the gas.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I turn around?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dang, gosh.
There's really no doubt that this police officer was mistaken, that it was not a gun, it was just a gas pump. Nevertheless, what is happening? He has requested ID from this guy after just having held him at gunpoint, and now there's a second police officer there, emergency lights on, so this guy's surrounded by cops. His ID has been requested. He wasn't told that he had any option to say no. Would a reasonable person under these circumstances, not just Robert, but you, or any reasonable person, believe that they were free to go? That this was some sort of consensual encounter, that they could decline or refuse to provide their identification to this officer? No, not at all. I don't believe so. I mean,
I don't believe so either, man. He just had me at gunpoint and told me to turn around, put my hands behind my back, and then he asked me for my ID. I'm thinking that I have to do this now. I'm thinking that I'm seized now. That's what I would think in that situation. I don't know about y'all, but in this real situation, he technically didn't have to give it to him, but any reasonable person would believe that they would have to give their ID up right there. You just saw that this man didn't have no gun. He pumping gas. Your paranoid eyes making you see things, but now you violating his rights. Okay.
He was just held at gunpoint. That means that this guy has been seized under the Fourth Amendment, because objectively, any reasonable person would believe that they have been seized and are not free to go. Therefore, this is not a consensual encounter, which means that the police officer here is required to have reasonable suspicion that can be articulated that some crime has occurred that requires him to investigate Robert via this temporary seizure where he is demanding ID under threat of prosecution or use of force. So what crime is the officer investigating here? He mistakenly thought he saw a gun because he was paranoid. He got out of his car and he investigated at gunpoint. He has now determined that the guy did not have a gun. So why has he continued the seizure of this man? Why has he demanded his ID? I don't believe that he can articulate any reasonable suspicion, and that therefore what we are seeing here, even if we excuse him for the mistake, because the courts don't like to armchair quarterback the police, they don't like to judge them with 20/20 hindsight when they have to make split-second decisions. Here, even if we give him the benefit of the doubt for everything that happened before, he is making the non-split-second decision to continue to detain this person illegally in violation of the Fourth Amendment.
All right. But you understand, you're holding it like this and it looks like a handgun, right?
No, I'm trying to let her know to pump the gas, bro.
Okay.
Why you, what the f***? You just pulled a gun out.
Yeah, I'm 10-4. Sorry, there's an individual who had something that looked like a gun in his hand. Not out working through it.
Wow. I'll get your back. You know I'm gonna get lost on you.
Okay.
Showing it later.
That's it. I'm sorry. I've got a 419.
Think about it, y'all. After he realized it wasn't true, he didn't have a gun. He was just trying to get gas. He still want to run this man's name. He want to still try to hem him up, even though he made a mistake. He made a mistake, but he's still trying to press the issue to see if he can get this guy on something. Ain't that crazy?
Man, just got a full gun on it. The police did.
Understandably, Robert and his female companion are upset. They voiced those frustrations. They've pulled out their phones and begun to film. They've asked for the officer's badge number. And from the point that the officer realized that he had made a mistake, he should have handled it differently. All he had to do was apologize and laugh about it and go on his way. Or not apologize, or not laugh about it. But he had to go on his way. But instead, he chose to illegally continue the detention.
Put the hands in there. Put the hands behind the back. What?
I'm sure there's cameras.
Mr. Rupp.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro. I ain't did shit and I ain't being detained. I want to go. I don't got nothing to say to you. You know what you did. I don't got no rap.
Well, it looks like he's holding a gun.
Man, that don't look like no gun when you see this bitch right here swinging.
I didn't see that, sir.
Man, you saw what you wanted to see. You saw a motherfucker with tattoos. Why would I be holding the gun like this right here? Hey, who? Man, you saw what you wanted to see. You profiling him up.
Hey, hold up real quick, like.
You're goddamn right.
I want to say it again. I don't feel no type of way about what he said to him. Because that man could have lost his life, y'all. If y'all really want to take this shit seriously, that man could have lost his life right there. Let him say it one more time.
Mr. Rupp.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro. I ain't did shit and I ain't being detained. I want to go. I don't got nothing to say to you. You know what you did. I don't got no rap.
Well, it looks like he's holding a gun.
Man, that don't look like no gun when you see this bitch right here swinging.
I didn't see that, sir.
Man, you saw what you wanted to see. You saw a motherfucker with tattoos. Why would I be holding the gun like this right here? Hey, who? Man, you saw what you wanted to see. You profiling him up. Hey, I want your badge number though. I need all that.
It's 385. It's 385.
And he still doesn't just leave and go about his day to do whatever he's supposed to be doing right now. It looks like he's going to do that. He walks back to his police cruiser and he gets in it and he starts to drive, but he's not leaving. Instead, he drives a little closer to the gas station because he's apparently just that lazy. And he goes inside the gas station and now he is going to double down. It seems like he's going to go try to cause Robert some problems now inside that gas station. Maybe solicit a trespass, or at the very least, now try to manufacture or fabricate some sort of reasonable suspicion or probable cause against Robert to try to jam him up, even though he knows that none exists.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what happened?
So I'm driving down the road and he's got something black in his hand and he's moving it like it's a pistol. So I pulled in to investigate what was going on. That's all it
Oh
was?
yeah, because his pump wasn't on,
Hey, bro.
and he was signaling me that the pump
I'm
wasn't.
a Richard police officer in Alabama. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Just the guy had something in his hand that looked like a gun, and I was like, "What are we doing?" Yeah, I noticed him as we were coming up. Okay.
Yeah,
so you
his
saw
pump
him with
was-
the thing in
yeah,
his
his
hand?
pump
I saw him with the
wasn't
gas
working.
pump in his hand. Yeah.
Yeah, his pump wasn't working, and he was signaling me that the pump, the gas wasn't on the pump.
Is he causing a problem at y'all's store?
No, he coming here every day faithfully after work. He coming here to get gas
That's
and
the
cigarettes
thing
every day.
you're doing,
No
right,
cause nothing.
Hey, I don't want to hold the gas pump again. You'll start the gas over.
Yes, I will.
Hey, what's your name? Lawler. You'll sign the statement. You don't get kept a picture of everything you did.
Hold on, now I'm gonna stop.
Can I just get your name? Yeah. J A K E. Yeah. You don't worry. How do you spell it? A-U-W-E-R-D-A. Yeah. And phone number.
So this gas station employee, fortunately for Robert, is backing him up. She has said that she witnessed what Robert was doing, explained that she knew why he was doing it, explained that he goes there every day, explained that he's not a suspicious individual who needs to be investigated or trespass from the property. So she's not helping out the officer on his mission at all. Meanwhile, as this is occurring, this off-duty police officer from Alabama walks in the door. He had witnessed this as well. What does he do? He comes in and fist bumps this police officer, presumably offering to help him. This police officer takes him up on that, getting his name and contact information. What kind of help is he going to offer? We can only speculate. It's undisputed that
I'll tell you what kind of help he trying to get. He trying to get him to come in and fabricate whatever story that he saw. Whatever story that he came up with. No, dude, you walked up on that dude pumping gas. Well, trying to get the gas attendant to turn the gas on, because sometimes they forget to do it. You saw it and you upped the gun on them because you little scary motherfucker. You see things now. You need to go get your psych eval because you could shot somebody out there on the street. But now you dude, we're gonna talk about it at the end. We're gonna talk about it then because this is some sucker shit right here. I agree with you. This is some sucker shit.
this was a mistake, that Robert did not have a gun. It's even more undisputed now that the gas station employee has explained who Robert is and what he was doing. So what exactly is this police officer from the Leon County Sheriff's Office doing at this point?
You're going to say what this thing?
Okay, I'm gonna have to put his line.
And you work for who? I'm Pritchard Police Department. Pritchard in Alabama? Yeah. P-R-I-T-C-H-A-R-D? Yeah. Okay. You spelled it better than some of the locals we got. Yeah, so what did you see when you pulled that? He was just holding his gas pump up like this. I don't know what he had in his hand. Just kind of raising it up. I don't know if he was trying to straighten it out or what. Okay.
Listen to what he just said. Listen to what this officer from Alabama that's trying to help him somebody else up ain't got nothing to do with this shit, but ready to try to get somebody locked up. Listen to what he just said. He just contradicted himself in less than 10 seconds.
Alabama, yeah. P-R-I-T-C-H-A-R-D. Yeah. Okay. You spelled it better than some of the locals we got. Yeah, so what did you see when you pulled that? He was just holding his gas pump up like this. I don't know what he had in his hand. Just kind of
He was just holding his gas pump up like this. I don't know what he had in his hand. What the hell was he holding up again? His gas pump, nigga. How the fuck you gonna say he was holding his gas pump up, but then you don't know what he had in his hand? Maybe you talking about his other hand? I don't.
listen it up. I don't know if he's trying to straighten it out or what. Okay. Can you see my law enforcement ID? I know a lot of people. All right, you have your day. No problem. You're safe on that. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
he
for
was
your
just
service.
saying that
Absolutely.
the gas wasn't on the pump, and I thought it was on the pump. I seen him do that, and I was like, oh, his gas not on there. So that's why he was holding it up. He was signaling.
Because he was holding, it wasn't the gas nozzle. He was holding something else up.
Oh, when I seen him, he was holding the gas pump. He was signaling.
The part with the hook.
No, bro, you can't see, buddy. Now you're trying to cover for yourself. See, like, nah, it was a gas pump. I saw him holding the gas pump. You told me he was holding something else. What else was he holding?
Because he was holding, it wasn't the gas nozzle. He was holding something else up.
Oh, when I seen him, he was holding the gas pump. He was signaling.
The part with the hose.
Yeah.
When I saw him, he didn't have the thing with the hose. He had something else.
Oh.
Which is all it was.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, what's going on with Trent? Because he come in here every day. He's very friendly. He's respectful.
Okay.
And him and his wife come in every day. Okay. Monday through Friday, they stop out here and they get he get his $15 worth of gas and his 2 cigarettes, and he rolled on out. Yeah, that's why I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on out there? He just left out of the store.
Yeah, no, it's what I saw when I was driving down the road. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I just want to make sure I weren't getting like held up or something.
Right. I thank you for being
Yeah, that's all it was.
Because we get some crazy people. I get crazy people through here, so I'm glad y'all do be alert.
Absolutely. You have a great day.
I've been here, honey, some days, all night by myself.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm glad that y'all be alert. But yeah, he's really kind. I'm sorry.
How do you spell your S-H?
S-H-A-N-I-K-A. Thank you, love.
In the last name? Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Why my name had to get put down?
Just, they like us to just document it.
Oh, okay.
That I made contact with the clerk, everything's
Okay,
fine. Yeah,
that's fine.
that's all.
I ain't got no warrant to do that.
All right.
Shockingly, this police officer who has identified himself, it sounds like Deputy Lawler with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, he's still not done. He walks outside and he asks Robert to step to the side and talk to him. But Robert knows better. This guy has already pointed a gun at him. He hasn't apologized. Should he talk to this police officer? No, he should not talk to this police officer. He has nothing to gain by it, and he does the right thing.
Hey man, you gotta stop profiling.
Can you come talk to me for a second? Can you come talk to me for a second?
No, I really don't want to, for real. But you know what you did, and you know you dead ass wrong. You know I ain't had no fucking gun.
So what was Deputy Lawler going to say? We don't know. Maybe he was going to apologize. Maybe it was just one last attempt to jam him up in some way or to fish for charges. Yes, this could have been worse. It doesn't appear that Robert came away with any bogus criminal charges that he had to defend himself from. He didn't get beaten or tased or arrested on some obstruction charge. But in my opinion, it wasn't for want of Deputy Lawler trying. In my opinion, that is exactly what he was trying to do. Though Robert's clearly a little rough around the edges, he actually was very smart here. What would have happened here maybe 60% of the time? What do officers like to do under these circumstances? They like to give some order. It could be, give me your ID. It could be, get out of the car. And then when there's not immediate compliance, boom, they arrest the person for obstruction or something similar, even though there was no underlying criminal conduct. Here, Robert did not give him that opportunity. Robert did all the right things. He immediately complied with all of the orders. He put his hands up, he turned around, he put his hands behind his back, and ultimately he wisely refused to have anything to do with this police officer, because you don't want people like that in your life at all. You have nothing to gain by it. This all resulted then in Deputy Lawler skulking away through the parking lot, getting into his police cruiser, after having wasted all this time trying to jam up an innocent guy who was just trying to get some gas. He gets in his police cruiser and he leaves. This video footage captured Deputy Lawler violating the constitutional rights of an innocent person. And we never would have known about it but for the fact that Robert obtained this footage and he put it on YouTube. And now we all know about it. We all know who this deputy is. We all know that he spits on our constitutional rights. If he would spit on Robert's constitutional rights, he would spit on ours. But what can we do about it? We can take what Robert did and we can multiply it. Not many people yet have seen what this deputy did, but you can change that. You can take this footage and you can share it. Share this video. You can like, you can comment, you can share it. All of that will get the algorithm going and it will start to put this video in people's feeds. Then more people talk about it and more people share it. Next thing you know, the Leon County Sheriff's Office is going to inevitably see it, and they're either going to do something about it and hold this deputy accountable, or they're not going to do it. In which case, the citizens can hold all of them accountable, can hold the sheriff accountable. And at the very least, you are helping to document the constitutional violations that were committed by this deputy here that need to be documented. Because if he did it to Robert, he's probably done it before, and he definitely will do it again. If I hear anything else, I'll do an update, and you can follow.
And look, y'all, he definitely will do it again. He definitely will do it again. And that's why I try to tell people all the time, man. These cameras, y'all remember when I think it was when President Obama was in office and we had a bad killing of a black person and stuff, and you know, we got legislation pushed for body cams. They fought that shit like a motherfucker. If y'all don't remember that, when body cams finally got made mandatory, they fought that shit. Police unions, police officers fought that skin and tooth to not have them be mandatory. We still got police departments in America right now, still to this day, that don't even have body cameras yet, because they ain't spending no money on the police like they like to tell people they are. They don't really like to do it like that. They ain't really trying to spend money on that. Now they'll go buy a fucking tank. They'll go buy a tank real quick, like. They'll go get a big old tank and some new armor, some new guns and things of that sort. But body cams, they ain't really too interested in wearing those. And it's crazy because it makes you wonder what the hell was actually happening before we even had those. Because it's still the officer word with a camera up there. They will still, we've watched the first video. They showed it, they will lie knowing that they've recorded the entire thing. Because they know ain't nothing gonna happen to them. But what do you think was actually happening beforehand? I'm trying to tell you all the stories I used to hear growing up from my uncles and my dad and all them folks around the neighborhood and stuff. Because I grew up in the South, y'all. Small country town, small shit like that. You hear stories about folks not coming home, and they tell you what happened. It's like me, I police like that. And you know, in school, they just telling you to love the police, back the balloon, you know, all that, firefighters and all that shit. Try to indoctrinate you real early. It's like these are the same people that will try to murk your family depending on what time of the day and what's going on. With no hesitation. With no hesitation. Got to make sure I say that. With no hesitation. It really makes you wonder. It don't really make me wonder because I just believe all the stories now. I believe even the ones that I somewhat doubted. I definitely believe. Because these folks don't give no fuck, man. That dude didn't care about he drawing down. He was trying to still hem that dude up after the fact of drawing down on him. And then you got this pussy-ass cop out of Alabama coming up in there trying to be buddy to help him out. Yeah, I'm a cop from Alabama. Yeah, I don't know what he was holding in his hand, but he was holding his gas pump up. It's like, dude. And that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. It's like a little fraternity. It's like a little gang. It's like a little gang, man. They will cover for each other. That cop don't even know that other cop. He saw that he drew down on that dude, and that dude didn't do nothing. But he's still ready to take the cop side in spite of. You got some sick-ass people out here, man. Sick-ass people out here in uniform. I really don't understand why a lot of folks sit around and act like just because somebody put on a uniform that makes them better or more trustworthy than others. That's some of the dumbest shit I be seeing all the time. It was like, well, he's a police officer. What's that got to do with any goddamn thing? So police officers can't lie? They can't steal? They can't kill? They can't break the law, do drugs and shit like that? They don't do none of that? We all know that shit right there, Cap. We all know that shit right there, Cap. Them motherfuckers be some of the worst motherfuckers walking around. Coke head, wife beating ass, fucking stealing drugs, selling it back to the drug dealer. Man, look, we already know what time it is. But we gonna keep going, y'all, because I got another one for you, man. You got one so bold. Because you see, I'm only showing videos that are really well. The first lady got hemmed up. She was a black lady. But these last ones going to be white folks, man. Now, I'm trying to tell you, they don't even give a fuck about their own folks. They don't give a fuck about their own folks. Watch how this cop come in here and threaten the dog shit out of these people in a gas station. All because he supposedly heard somebody said something about him. Just watch this shit right here. I'm talking about softer than Charmin type shit.
I am the law in this town. And I can promise you. She was all shaken up, crying. Said she was just threatened by a police officer. So I was like, let me look at the cameras. And I look at the cameras, and sure enough, she was threatened, and so was I, and my wife, and my family, and every employee that worked for me at that store.
Imagine that you're a business owner in a small town in Arkansas. This local cop comes in, he confronts your employee, and he starts making all sorts of threats. You've never met him before, you don't know who he is, but apparently he heard some rumor about himself. So he comes in there, and now he's saying that he is the law in this town, and he has all sorts of law enforcement friends, and he's going to cause you some real problems.
I am very, very close friends. ATF, but if I hear my name brought up like that again, I will have this place ready to fund with not believe. And I'll promise you that owner, he better watch his BDQs and everybody works here. You don't get right on that.
Y'all heard that? I'm gonna let him say it again.
Some real problems.
I am very, very close friends. ATF, but if I hear my name brought up like that again, I will have this place ready to fund. You would not believe. And I'll promise you that owner, he better watch his BDQs and everybody works here. Because y'all is in the radar now. Man, it bothered me because I know if the shoe was.
Man, I gotta play it. I'm sorry. I need Bernie.
That ain't right. It ain't right.
On the other foot, I would be going to jail, you know, and just because he has a badge, don't make him be able to break the law.
And it's crazy that this cop was so overly confident that he said, if you have a problem with me, go complain to my chief at the police department.
If there's ever a complaint about me as a person, Nathan Jones, that works for Dover Police Department, go down there and y'all complain to the chief as respect for me and his town.
I guess he didn't even think about the fact that there were cameras in the store, and that's exactly what the owner did. He went and complained. But the crazy thing is they said they would need a week to look into it. The store owner gets nervous. He releases the footage on social media and gives it to the TV news stations. All of a sudden, a week wasn't necessary. Boom, the guy gets fired.
On Wednesday afternoon, Jones was dismissed from the Dover Police Department.
But we all know what happens next, don't we? So I sent them an email asking, they're going after his accreditation, right? Right? Credit reporting agency TransUnion suffered a massive data breach in August. Ogni tracks the site removal feature off with code.
It happened on Sunday. I believe it was the 28th of September.
What was the first that you heard that something had happened in your Dover, Arkansas store?
Hey, so at about 4:30 p.m. on Sunday afternoon, I get a phone call from my one of my employees, a woman, and she was all shaken up, crying. Said she was just threatened by a police officer. So I was like, let me look at the cameras. And I look at the cameras, and sure enough, she was threatened, and so was I and my wife and my family and every employee that worked for me at that store. We're on the radar, and they were going to have us raided by the DTF and ATF. All over hearsay, I guess he heard that a employee had took a picture of him, and I guess it made him irate.
You know, Ryan, you ever seen it before? I'm gonna let it be clear to you and everyone else that works here, Kelly, and the owner too, Jamie. I am the law in this town, and I can promise you, if I hear my name brought up in any conversation, or if I get a rumor about meth pipes or oil burn pipes, if I hear that one more time, I am very, very close friends. ATF, ATF.
So where's the next step?
No, I'm just, with the mix-up, I'm just telling you, you make this clear to everybody that works here, including the owner and Kelly and whoever else. Whoever else works here. I don't know, I've never stepped foot here till now. I've been here twice in probably 4 years. But if I hear my name brought up like that again, I will have this place raided upon like you would not believe. I promise you that. I don't tolerate that shit. I don't buy meth pipes, never have, never will. And if I let my chief know that I come in here, because I'm going to let him know, if there's ever a complaint about me as a person, Nathan Jones, that works for Dover Police Department, y'all go down there and y'all complain to the chief as respect for me and his town. But when I get to that out in public and people taking pictures of me, like I'm out here buying options, I don't tolerate it. I'm not happy about it, and I can promise you, you better stop. Because I've never bought one thing from this place. And I promise you, y'all are the wrong person. I'm just letting you know. You let everybody else know. And I'll promise you, that owner, he better watch his P's and Q's and everybody works here. Because y'all is in the radar now. Don't
That's a tough man right there. That's a tough man right there. I don't buy no meth pipes. Y'all, how much y'all want to bet he buy meth pipes? How many of y'all bet he actually be doing meth? See, if he would have came in there and had a casual conversation like, man, look, I heard somebody in here saying that I do this, man. Look, I just want to let y'all know that's disrespectful. I don't do that. And just go on about his business. But now, talking about he close friends with the ATF and all these other people, and he can get them raided and all this. Like, don't fuck with me and all that shit. Like, hold on. Who the fuck are you talking to? You threaten me? Like, dude, you're a police officer, right? Okay. I see what type of time we on. But you know, it's everybody else. My boy Op said, Jay, make sure you look at the last video I put on the shorts. I got you. Let's get back to it, man. He ain't done. This man done came in here and threatened the shit out of these folks. And he think that's perfectly fine. Tell him, you can go tell the chief if you want to.
Before seeing that, had you ever met that police officer before, or did you know who he was?
No, sir. I never met him a day in my life.
After you played back this footage, how did that make you feel?
Oh man, it gave me the chills. Because for him to threaten like that when there's nothing going on and no probable cause, and man, it bothered me because I know if the shoe was on the other foot, I would be going to jail, you know. And And just because he has a badge, don't make him be able to break the law, you know?
Did you ever find out what he was so upset about?
So it was a hearsay. Somebody had told him they seen a message or something. One of our employees said he bought a pipe from our store or some sort of something like that. It was hearsay. He say, she say. Somebody said you sent somebody a message, and it made him that mad.
After you saw this, it upset you. What did you do?
So first thing I did is I contacted my attorney. Second thing I did is I contacted the mayor of Dover, Arkansas, and then I tried to contact the sheriff. I still haven't heard back from him.
What was the mayor's reaction?
They told me let them look into it and they'll handle it, give them a week. But in my defense, if I broke the law, I'm not given a week. You know, if I broke the law, I'm going to jail right then, right? Especially if I'm right there and there's proof. So my thing was, hey, man, I want this guy arrested. You know, he just did terroristic threats. If I did that, I would get a gang enhancement or some other stuff and I'd be locked up, you know, and it's no different than him doing it.
Okay. And who else did you talk to?
So I went and filled out a statement. I dropped it off with the Arkansas State Police. Then I went to the sheriff's department and I tried to talk to the chief. I still haven't talked to him yet. I'm waiting for his call.
So the sheriff's department blew you off completely?
Yes, sir.
You had a physical meeting with the mayor and the chief of the marshal's office?
Yes, sir.
How long after the incident did that occur?
2 days. They told me that they were going to take care of it, give them some time, give them till Monday.
So have you heard from them since?
No, sir.
I suppose you did see in the news that there was some action by the Dover marshal's office.
Oh, yeah. So I did. Okay, let me correct myself. I did hear that. So I did get a message from the mayor that they terminated him and that that he's no longer on the force. But see, I want more done. I want him arrested because if it was me or any other civilian, they would be arrested. And he has no right to do that and shake up my employees and my business and threaten me and my family.
What was their response to you?
Hey, hold on. To that statement he just made.
You're goddamn right.
He's 100% correct. Let me or you do that, we going to jail. They think that just because you fired a cop, he can just go to the next city and get hired again. And that's what the whole point of this video is going to be about. These motherfuckers covering for each other, bro.
Asking them to have this guy prosecuted.
They're giving me the runaround. They're giving me the runaround. That's what's happening.
Has anything happened since then?
No, sir.
So after the guy was fired, you haven't heard anything else?
No, sir.
Are you still worried that there could be some sort of repercussions against you or retaliation against you for coming forward?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Why is
sure.
that?
Especially after this week, man, of me trying to turn in papers and trying to get things documented and then not wanting to document it. And it scares me that I feel like I opened a can of worms and I feel like I'm gonna have a target on my back and I feel like all my employees are gonna have a target on my back and they're already scared to even come to work. They don't even want to come to work because they feel like they have a target on their back already. You know, it's a very stressful. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. My wife hasn't been getting much sleep lately. My employees are stressed out. Like it's a battle you don't want, you know, it's a battle that nobody wants. And it's a battle that nobody wants to defend somebody that's right over the law, you know, because even though they're breaking the law, they still are the law and think that some of them, not all of them, you know, some of them think they could just do what they want, you know.
When did the video footage first?
See, look, and I bet money he's one of the people that sit there and just say back to blue. And it's always back to blue until it happens to you. And it's like, dude, I will tell you, man, my community been telling y'all for the longest about these folks. And people always told us we just making excuses, follow the law, and you wouldn't get in trouble. Y'all starting to see it for yourselves. And that's why I be laughing, man. It's karma like a motherfucker, bro. When you sat there and watched them do it to your neighbor and you said nothing, there's not going to be anybody here to say nothing for you when they come for you. And they coming for y'all, man. They fucking with y'all. It's normal practice now. You let them do it to black folks and Native Americans and Hispanics and Asians and shit. Y'all let them do it. Indian folk, y'all let them do it to them for years, decades. Us the longest. And fucking didn't say a motherfucking word. Backed them up. Now look what's happening. That's some karma right there.
Get out there.
Hey, but look, I'm still gonna sit here and defend you though. See how nice I am? I'm still gonna sit here and defend you because wrong is wrong. Wrong is fucking wrong.
Was it on the news or was it on social media?
So I believe the day I talked to the mayor and he told me to give him a week, I called my attorney and then my attorney told me to call Channel 7 News And so I called Channel 7 News and Channel 11 News. After I called them, I ended up posting the video on Facebook, and then it went viral on Facebook, and then it went viral, and I posted it on TikTok, and then it went viral on TikTok, and then the news came, and it's viral on the news too.
Okay, so you first met with the mayor. He said, "Give me a week." You're sort of scared at that point.
Yes, sir.
And you decide to make the footage public. And then it sounds like only after you did that and people saw the footage and they got outraged at it, then all of a sudden the mayor didn't need a week and the guy gets fired.
Yes, sir.
That's usually how it works. I think you did well protecting yourself by getting that footage out.
And it's sad that that's usually how it works, y'all. Them motherfuckers won't even do the right thing until people look and notice that they're doing the wrong thing. And even when they're doing the wrong thing, sometimes they still double down on it. Because we ain't seen a lot of cases where they double down on it. At least in this case, they got spooked. It's like, damn, he gave it to the news. It's all viral over social media. Yeah, we got to fire this guy. All within 2 days. 2 days of that shit going viral. Interesting how that works.
There as quickly as possible. Do you have any future intentions to do anything else about this? Pursue a lawsuit, anything like that?
Man, I just want what's right's right, man. The guy needs to go to jail. If I did it, like I said, if I did it, I'd be in jail. I love my city. I love Dover, so I wouldn't sue Dover, man. I wouldn't. I just want them to do what's right. You know, that's it.
Is there anything that people can do
Better man than me.
help at this point?
I'll sue
Just
the
try to
shit
get
out
the
there,
video
yeah.
out there, man, because I'm really scared for my family. Like something's gonna happen to us, just because we put it out there like we did.
I appreciate you talking to me, and I think you did the right thing by getting the footage out there. You know, stay in touch. Let me know, if anything happens, if there is any retaliation, especially any threats made against you, anything like that. So if there are any updates, please let me know.
I will do, man. And thank you for interviewing me.
So only after the owner of 479 Smoke Shop makes this video footage available to the public for them to see, only then, it sounds like, does this police officer, Nathan Jones, get fired. And he gets fired immediately, and the Dover Marshal's Office issues a press release, October 1st, 2025. Here it is. The Dover Marshal's Office is committed to holding the highest standards of professionalism, integrity, and service to our community. Recently, we were made aware of an incident in which a part-time patrol officer, while off-duty, entered a local Dover business and made statements to an employee that did not reflect the mission, values, or professional standards of this department. To be clear, we at DMO believe the remarks made were contrary to the Dover Marshal's Office's commitment to fair and impartial enforcement of the law and to the principles of professionalism we expect from every member of our team. After reviewing the recorded incident, the matter was addressed and the officer has been relieved of duty. We want to reassure the citizens of Dover that this department does not and will not engage in the targeting of individuals, nor do we conspire with other law enforcement agencies to do so. Investigations conducted by Dover Marshals always begin with a reported or discovered crime, never with an individual. The Dover Marshal's Office remains steadfast in its mission to protect public safety, serve our community with integrity, and maintain the trust placed in us by the citizens of Dover. And since there was a media contact listed with an email address, I emailed them to ask the obvious question. We all know what happens. The guy gets fired, and then he goes the next county over or the next town over, and he quietly pops back up there. Well, that was a couple days ago that I sent that email, and did I receive a response? No. I received no response from them, even though they solicited media requests, which I take that to mean that they did not take any additional action in regards to this guy. We just recently saw this, I think it was in Texas.
Why did you take off from that stop? I stopped. Why did you take off from this stop?
I remember when we covered that man. That man had dementia, bro. He all up in this man. Like, bro, that was some cruel ass shit he did that man. Even though he didn't beat him up, he was still rude and cruel as fuck to him.
Well, you better give me a good reason right now. I don't know.
The guy pops up the next county over. Okay, so of course I was mistaken. The video from a little over a month ago was actually from Arkansas, not Texas. And that's the situation where I had called that sheriff's department and actually spoke to the sheriff. And I thanked them for taking quick, decisive action on that guy who had abused that elderly man who had been suffering from dementia. But what I did not know at the time, in reality, what that sheriff had done is, yeah, he fired that guy, but then he was on board with the guy getting hired like the next county over. And I believe he acknowledged to them that he was a good cop, but for political reasons, basically he had to let him go. And that's the common thing that happens all the time. And so I was researching when I was making that video that in Arkansas, they have this Commission on Law Enforcement Standards and Training, CLEST, and they established the minimum standards for employment and continued employment including minimum standards of education, physical, emotional, intellectual, and moral fitness for law enforcement officers in the state of Arkansas. And the guy who was the director of that, Chris Chapman. So I had attempted to email Chris Chapman about the case from a month ago, and of course, got no response from him either. This seems to be a common reoccurring theme in Arkansas, where bad cops get fired and these guys do nothing, allow them to pop up somewhere else. Clearly here we have a law enforcement officer who does not need to ever work as a law enforcement officer again. He was caught on video violating the trust that was placed in him, the authority, the discretion that was placed in him. He is not trustworthy. He is not trustworthy to ever be placed with that responsibility ever again. And I really don't see how anyone can argue with that. That's why he was fired, though I don't think he would have been fired but for the fact that the store owner captured video footage. You know, for those of you in Arkansas, people ask me, well, what can I do? This is what needs to be done. These useless government agencies full of these useless leech bureaucrats who aren't doing their job. They're protecting bad cops instead of getting rid of them. They're not doing their job. And this is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. If they're not going to do their job, let's get rid of them. You can also help by sharing this footage.
Yeah, I agree. They ain't doing their job. They need to go. You need to go. And it's amazing how we talk about, you know, especially right now in the political climate that we in, got all these people talking about, yeah, Trump draining the swamp, getting all these useless people up out of here. And it's like, dude, we got all these cops. Ain't none of y'all looking at. Y'all ain't looking at these cops. But y'all fire some veterans from the Social Security building, though. You'll definitely do that. You'll fire some veterans that work in government, then serve their country already, get out and come serve them again by working at whatever kind of job they can get working in the civilian side. And y'all just say, fuck them. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. This shit just ain't it, man. It just ain't it. And I'm gonna show y'all one more, man, because we on the road right now. I'm gonna show y'all one more before we get up out of here. And this one gonna come from the civil rights lawyer, because this is the type of shit that they be covering for, bro. This is the type of shit they be covering for. And people, I don't know, for all y'all folks that just say back to blue all the time, y'all just be all up their ass, shit, topping them off and shit, all that shit. Y'all need to see what these motherfuckers be doing. But some of y'all will see it and still don't give a fuck, because you just evil just like them too. But either way though, check it out.
Get on the ground.
Bro,
Get on the ground. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you see? Get down.
Oh, you're bro, no, you can't
get on the ground.
What the f?
Get on the ground.
That is an off-duty police officer wearing a badge, pointing a handgun at a group of unarmed, innocent children. This video shows what happens when an off-duty police officer treats kids in his own neighborhood the same way that he treats members of the public that he encounters when on duty as a police officer.
Hey, call the police.
I am the police.
What are you doing?
Get the f on the ground.
Yo, hey, stop. Hey.
And it also shows why well-meaning, law-abiding adult men in the neighborhood who want to be good citizens, who want to support the police, to back the blue, are the most dangerous people among us. They can see something like what's in this video happening, a cop drunk with power, both literally and figuratively, and just jump right in and help them do it more effectively.
What the f did we do? Help! 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 Mom! Mom! Mom!
Trying to tell y'all, man, don't be listening. It's gonna piss y'all off, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Look, you let them do it to our kids. What you think was gonna happen? They gonna do it to yours. That man just drew down on them kids, bro. Let's hear what the story is about what they did for him to draw down on them.
This happened on September 28th, 2025 in Hilton Head, South Carolina. This now viral video was posted on social media.
All these videos in the South.
By the aunt of one of the kids involved, and this was her description of what happened. An intoxicated and off-duty police officer approached my nephew and his friends while they were taking a walk through the neighborhood. Initially, the officer did not have on his gear, so when he questioned the children about what they were up to, they refused to answer. The children in this video attempted to walk away, which then led to this officer going home to put on his gear, follow and harass them, and ultimately leading to this incident.
Get on the ground.
Bro,
Get
what
on the ground. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you see? Get down.
Oh, you're bro, no, you can't
get on the
bro.
ground.
What the f?
Get on the ground. All right. Hey, sir, can you call cops, please?
Hey, call the police.
I am the police.
What are you doing?
Get the f on the ground.
Yo, hey, stop. Hey, Nicholas, stop. George, stop. 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 Hey, no. Stop. Stop. You're not shooting.
Why are you putting on the ground? Why are you doing what?
Get on the ground.
Okay, bro, what are you doing?
Get on the f***ing ground.
Yo, help! Help! What, dude, what are you doing?
Hey.
Why are you pointing that gun at me? Dude, what are you doing? Hey, help! 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 Mom! 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 He's dragging him! Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Now!
Dude, what the f is your problem? Mom! Help! Mom! Stop! Yo!
The aunt said these children fortunately made it home to their parents safely, but this incident could have gone completely different. Please share so that this incident does not get swept under the rug. Then, as this first video was going viral, additional footage came out showing what sounds to me like two different bystanders, just these adult male neighbors of this cop who jump in and basically help this cop pin these children to the ground.
Call the sheriff's office.
Hey, come on. What
Get on the
did we do? Yo!
Call 911. I don't have my phone.
Yo! Mom! They're saying we have a gun! Do not touch me! Do not touch me! I have nothing on me. Pat me down. You do not have to. Hey, I just came from my little brother. You do not need to have to stop this. Do not touch me. Please do not touch me.
You attacked me?
No,
Stay down.
I didn't attack
No,
you.
I am.
No, I
Stay
don't.
down.
I do not know
Right
you.
here. Stay down.
What did I just... My brother called me. He was
Stay down.
crying. What just happened? I don't know what happened.
They're flashing a gun, bro.
These guys don't have a gun. What the hell?
Oh, yeah,
Mom, they said they have a gun. What?
You guys up there flashing a gun. That's stupid.
I don't have
You're not. Send units to Squires Gate.
Mom, come on. They're saying I have a gun. They're saying I have a gun. I just came from my...
Walk away.
Mom. What? I just came out. I was just in the house. What the just happened?
Walk away.
Yo, what just happened?
No, he's not even on duty. He's not even on duty doing all this. And whoever that neighbor is, he one of the ones I be talking about. He one of the ones I be talking about. That dude just drew down on some kids and your ass run out there to help him do it. Don't know nothing, just help that guy for some reason. Just drew down on them kids, bro.
Send units to Squires Gate.
My little brother called me crying and I came down here.
Squires Gate in the middle of the street. Send them now.
Mom.
35.
What the did I just do?
Hold on.
Yo. What is happening? Can you stop squeezing my neck?
Flash a gun down here. They flashed a gun at Brian down there. And when I got here, they started to attack. Hey!
Can you stop touching me so I'm going?
I'm not gonna squeeze if you don't try to get away.
I'm gonna sit down. I swear to God, please. I'm just confused what's happening.
You don't even throw them out, brother. Throw them out.
No, that's okay. I know. I'm not running away. I promise you. I'm really confused what's happening. No, okay.
I walked out with this.
I swear to God, I understand. I would do the same way, sir. I promise you. No, I'm calm. These are my little. I'm just confused. I'm being as calm as I can. I don't know what's happening. I want to call. What is happening, bro? These little boys.
What's happening right now is you see how so many Americans are fucking brainwashed that they will brutalize a bunch of little kids off of one person telling a motherfucking lie, and just because that person has got a uniform on. Matter of fact, it don't even really take somebody having a uniform on in America no more for them to just jump on it and believe it, because we covered multiple videos of that shit happening. But it makes it even worse in this situation.
They don't have a gun. Nicholas, stop it! Nicholas, stop it right, Nicholas! I don't know what happened, bro. We're allowed. What the just happened? Yo, this is a lawsuit. This is such a lawsuit. Oh my God, this is a lawsuit. Please, I didn't do anything. What is happening? No, what the you mean stop? I just came from my house. What do you mean stop? Get off me. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Please let go of me. Let go.
After the video started going viral, a local media outlet, WSAV, started to report on it. And they reported that they received information alleging that the off-duty officer who was involved was allegedly intoxicated at the time of the incident. According to their source, when the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene, and that's who this officer works for, they declined to breathalyze the officer. They also reported that neighbors said that the police arrived on the scene around 6 p.m. and were present until at least 10 p.m. They also confirmed that the families of these children have reached out to an attorney and they intend to press charges against this deputy. Yesterday, on September 29th, the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office issued a statement in response to the viral video. They confirmed that the individual in this video was in fact an off-duty deputy employed by them. They said that they suspended him without pay, relieved him of his credentials, weapon, and equipment at the scene by command staff who responded to the scene. While they had no other comment, they did state that Internal Affairs is conducting an administrative investigation and that SLED is doing a criminal investigation, which will then be forwarded to the 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office, the prosecutor's office, for review on whether or not there are going to be any criminal charges filed against this individual. Notably, they refused to release the deputy's identity at this time. However, there are many people reporting on social media that they know exactly who this guy is and that his name is Billy Squires. If you like to brag about the fact that you support the police or you back the blue, what does that mean exactly? That's a sworn police officer right there in this video purporting to act with the trust and the authority that his community has placed in him. So you automatically support him, right? Why not? Because he was shouting and using profanities, aiming a gun at people. He made them get on the ground. He made them afraid. He forced them into submission. He called for backup, waiting for his friends to arrive, whom he obviously thought would help him when they did arrive. He clearly believed that these suspects had engaged in some sort of wrongdoing, that they were suspicious. He was just investigating and they weren't complying with his orders. For those of you who like to say that you back the blue, isn't this a F around find out situation? Isn't that the threshold? Don't police officers do this every day, confront suspicious people who fail to identify themselves or otherwise be compliant? Order them to stop, hold them at gunpoint for officer safety? Doesn't this happen all the time? Isn't that why these two good Samaritan bros in the neighborhood just jumped in to help this officer? What makes this situation different? And who are you to be the one to decide which is the F around find out situation and which is the outrageous violation of constitutional rights situation that everybody is upset about and we universally condemn? The fact is that you don't get to decide that. And that's why you don't knee-jerk support the government ever. Individuals such as individual police officers, you always base on their individual actions. So stop allowing yourself to be gaslit. Police misconduct like this occurs. When it does occur, advocating for accountability is actually supporting the police. Here, if it's true that the responding police officers, colleagues of this man, refused to properly investigate whether he was intoxicated, that's a problem, and it's not a good sign. It should not take very long to investigate this. It's all on video. There are plenty of witnesses, so let's pay close attention to this one. I'll put all the relevant contact information down below. When I find out more information, I'll update, and you can follow along by subscribing.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna definitely try to keep up with that one right there, because that's crazy. That man just drew down on them kids and then just yelled out, I thought they were flashing a gun. It's like, what? They were flashing a gun. So they were flashing a gun that you ran inside to get your equipment and then come back out. And then you got all these neighbors coming around trying to help. I'm like, man, bro. Man, look, I'll sue the city if I'm that family. Sue the shit out of them. And hopefully SLED and all them do their job and prosecute that dude. Dude, that's a felony. Man, he committed, I don't know how many felonies right there. And all them neighbors that came up and helped, y'all liable too. Sue their asses and try to get criminal charges on them too. Running up trying to help. This man, the guy with the gun, with the badge, is the bad guy. But you over here holding these kids now. And I told y'all, man, look, y'all let them do it to us. You let them do it to black kids. Sicking dogs on them, spraying them with water hose and shit, you know? Making, like, disappearing motherfuckers in woods and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like eventually it's gonna happen to yours. You got these drunk-ass cops drawing down on kids. The best they can do is, you know, we're not gonna breathalyze you on scene. But we will, look, give us your gun and your badge and shit, because we tell you a little fucked up right now. Then suspend them. Now that dude should be in fucking jail. But once again, we're not sovereign citizens. They are. And they treat them differently for some reason. And you know what the funny thing is? I think you should be treated, police should be held to a higher standard than the average citizen. Politicians, anybody in government, military, whatever the hell, you're a part of that shit. You're in a position of power. You need to be held to a higher standard than the average citizen. But we've seen time and time again, these people are held to the bare fucking minimum. While your ass, you held to the highest standard. You're supposed to know the law and abide by it. But when people that enforce it They're supposed to know it. Do some fucked up shit. You know, we give them a pass. Yeah, we got to stop doing that as Americans, y'all. But, you know, there's always going to be a bootlegger out there. And I don't like them. Put it like that. I don't like them. But look, y'all, we conquered, man. We got through them, man. That last one right there is a little traumatized, man. I'm like, man, because if that would have happened to me as a kid, bro, I would never deal with a cop again. I would never. And they'll wonder why he say he don't like cops. Oh, he just grew. He's one of the little. Nah, bitch, this shit happened to him. That's why he don't fuck with cops. That's why none of them kids fuck with cops. How many black kids you think had to deal with similar shit like that? Getting hemmed up and fucked with by the police. There's a lot of people out here, it ain't just because they, you know, want to be a thug and all that shit. No, maybe some traumatizing shit happened that was fucked up and illegal happened to these folks younger in their life by the police, and they don't want to fuck with them. But maybe they seen it happen to somebody else. You better open their eyes and stop fucking sucking dick, man. That shit's gay. But I mean, once again, appreciate everybody that tuned in. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, share, turn the notifications on, all that in the bag of chips before y'all leave. Make sure you click all. We came, we saw, we conquered, man. I'm about to get the hell up out of here. I gotta eat something. Catch y'all on the next one as always, man.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.